Upgrading your RAM could be a big mistake if you pick the wrong one. Here are 3 things you should know before you upgrade.
I have the Corsair Vengeance RGB DDR5 RAM here. This is the Cherry Blossom version, which is gorgeous, but there's a lot of things on this package that are confusing. First one is DDR5. If you don't know much about RAM, you might look at this and be like, what the freak is DRAM DDR5?
Now when it comes to DRAM, it's kind of complex, I'm not gonna lie, but essentially it's like storing your data within the RAM stick, and it constantly has to refresh to keep that data updated and in there.
DDR5 really is just the generation of the RAM. There's DDR3, DDR4, and DDR5. This is going to heavily correlate on your motherboard as well, so if your motherboard is a higher end motherboard, newer gen, your RAM's also going to be newer gen. If you're building a new PC, I would say go with the highest generation of RAM if you can afford that. If you can't afford it, DDR4 works great as well.
Second thing to look at when purchasing RAM is the speed. Now when you plug your RAM into your PC, you might see a different speed than what's on the box, but this is because you have to enable XMP within your BIOS. This is a really common BIOS setting. It's not complicated, so doing it isn't a stressor. And that RAM speed will help you do things like multitasking similar to your CPU. It's essentially sending its information everywhere, so the faster speeds, the faster it can send information.
Last thing you're going to want to look at before upgrading your RAM is if it has RGB or not. Obviously, this is just preference. This one is an RGB stick. This one does not have RGB. As you can see, they look completely different. The actual style of your RAM can matter within your PC. If you get an ugly RAM, you're going to notice it and you're going to hate it.
This RAM from Corsair is just so beautiful. Oh my gosh.